started. Woo. All right. Let's get Craig in here.
Craig can break the tension. Bestie Aaron was hitting on me.
I was not. This is a lie. He's actually gaslighting all of us here.
No, I'm not. I don't lie to you
Bestie
guys.
Hayden is hitting on me and then gaslighting everyone.
No, I'm not hitting on you. You see
Anyways,
what she's doing?
hello.
She's deflecting. She's deflecting.
Good morning, everyone.
I didn't
it's
do
not morning,
shit.
But
it is morning.
It is
morning.
It is morning, and this is the latest we've started recording.
12:30 in the morning.
Got Craig in here. I'm Bestie Aaron.
I'm Bestie Hayden.
And thank you for tuning in to Tuned Out. This is probably going to be one of the more chaotic episodes.
Yeah, we're exhausted.
We got 8 songs to talk about. We're tired as fuck. We're just going to zoom through this.
I'm being attacked personally.
Klaatu speedrun right here. That's what this is. That's what this episode should be called. I can't even fucking talk.
Let me get this random number generator going.
Oh, fuck. Let me get my list up.
We are not here to fuck around today. We are on a mission.
No ya mamas.
No,
Nothing.
There will at least be 2 ya mama jokes.
I'll give you 1 ya mama joke.
You give me 2 or I walk.
1.5.
No.
No ya, just a mama. Mama.
Mama.
You get 1 ya mama and 1 mama. That's it.
I will do whatever
That's my
the
bargain.
fuck I want.
Take it or leave it.
No.
Take it or leave it.
I will
Hayden.
leave it.
That's my bargain.
I'm leaving.
All right, so this is a solo episode. Hi guys, I'm Bestie Aaron.
What if I actually left for the rest of the episode?
It would just be me nerding out about Klaatu.
Okay, it accidentally opened like a second window because I could not see you at all. I was like, what the hell?
That's devastating. You couldn't. How dare you not look at me at all times? That sounded really fucking vain.
See, now the audience is back in my favor. I say you're hitting on me, then you deflect, and now you're like, oh, you should be looking at me.
Be perceived ever. So
oh my god!
Don't ever look at me, think about me, hear me. I don't exist technically.
Nah, James will hear this, and then afterwards, he'll come into your room and be like, Aaron and Hayden.
Yeah,
I'm trying to pitch my voice down. Aaron and Hayden. I actually have a new song. You heard a bit of it, never tried. In the last verse when I was kind of mimicking a certain person. I don't know if you could tell, but I pitched my voice up. I only did a slight pitch up. I think I only did like either half a note or a full note. But when I went to send it into mixing, I pitched it up even more. So it went from to I tried to like slur the words so you couldn't tell what I was saying because it's a secret.
It was good. Also, this past week, I played some of Bestie Hayden's music for my mom, and she did enjoy it.
Whoa!
In fact, I texted him. I said my mom liked it, and she said, no, I loved it. She made me like correct.
I mean, she was a little biased because we're lovers. Remember Yo Mama's Kitchen?
I do remember your mom's
and
kitchen.
I said I laid the good pipe, and then she made me pancakes. It wasn't just any mom. It was Aaron's mom.
Actually, my dad would be the one making you pancakes.
Well,
so.
Who said it couldn't do it to both?
Okay.
Okay. Random number generator. Number 5. What animal would be way better if it was covered in scales? Your mama. No, I'm kidding. I got an answer. You ready for this? You ready? A fucking monkey. That shit would be terrifying, but that would also be fucking rad.
I feel like a shark covered in scales instead of like shark skin.
I think rad is the only word to describe these.
It's like Shark 2.0.
Also, for those listening, because I feel like right now we have like certain checkpoints we want to meet with the podcast, but I feel like right now you and I are just like fuck all.
Fuck all. We are just going for it. It is 1:30 my time.
Listen, people, if you want to answer these questions with us, go on Twitter and Instagram at TunedOutCSR. Let us know your answers. Go on the most obscene post. Actually, for this episode 13, go to like episode 4's post and be like, hey, here's my answer to this one. But don't give any context. Just be like, I want to.
Don't even say the number, the episode, the number of the question, nothing.
Just be like, I want a pig covered in scales.
Yeah.
Thanks, kind stranger.
That's all we want.
149. If you could know when and how someone would die just by shaking their hands, but couldn't change their fate, how would you use that power?
I would never shake someone's hand again. I do not want or deserve that ability. So I would just never touch anyone. I would be like a female incel, just never, no contact.
Could you shake your own hand and figure your own death out?
No.
Okay.
I want to be surprised.
Thank God it's not just like contact in general.
Oh, it's just shaking hands? Oh, thank God. Okay, never mind. I'm not an incel anymore.
Because if it was contact in general and you could also figure out how you would die, masturbating would be the worst. Just like fucking jerking it and you're like, car crash, You would start forming some really weird kinks.
Car crash kink.
Guys, I'm so glad this is my digital footprint.
We will never get a job.
We'll never get to say shit like this on the radio. Fucking jerking the ween, and all of a sudden, just fiery wreck. I hope my mom doesn't hear this.
If you want to hear the less explicit version of this, tune into Tuned Out on the radio. Bestie, what's the number?
WUEC 89.7 Eau Claire Radio.
Fuck yeah, it is.
Fuck yeah, it is. You know what actually we wanted to say in episode 3 of the radio show that we could not say? Man, Elton put his whole El Tussie into this.
His whole El Tussie went into the song Hello, Hello.
El Tussie. Sounds like a fucking city in Texas. El Tussie, Texas?
Everyone dresses like Elton John. They only play Elton John music.
Oh, can I move
Elton
there?
put his whole El Tussie into that town.
I don't know why I have thoughts like this.
What's our third number?
27. If you could go back in time and give your parents advice before you were born, what advice would you give them? Just don't.
Just stop before they had kids.
Do I really?
Stop it.
Now look at you guys had to do your thing, and now I'm here doing this, and I don't want to do it. So can you just not? All of a sudden, I just fucking turn to dust like Spider-Man in Infinity War. I'm like,
Two people decided to get a little too close on Christmas a couple years ago, and here I am at 1:30 in the morning.
A couple years ago? How old are you?
Like 19 years ago.
That's not a couple years ago, fam. That's at least 4.
I'm at least 4. That's all you
I'm
need.
this many.
I'm this many. I was in a restaurant with my mom, and there's like a little kid behind us with his brother and his grandfather. And we had like a small conversation, and my mom asked the kid, she's like, how old are you? And he goes, I'm 5.
Bullshit.
She points at me. She's like, so's my daughter. And he goes, you ain't no 5-year-old. I was like, oh, you got me. I'm 6.
No, fucking the kid says that to me. I'm 5. I'll be like, you're full of shit. No,
that ain't no 5-year-old.
you ain't 5. I don't know why, but like, I just can't like keep a structure right now. I'm just like, fuck it. Let's just say
We really
shit.
are just saying shit.
You know what I wanted to talk about? Talk about that movie we saw.
Studio 666.
They put their whole Foo-Ussy into it.
The fussy?
The fussy.
The whole fussy.
They put their fussy into that. Erin's face. I'm so sad you guys couldn't see it. Erin's face when she said fussy was the best thing ever. Fussy.
Fussy? They got a fuss.
It's my new favorite
At
word.
dinner tonight, I was talking with my parents, and I had to explain the whole ussy thing to them. And I was like, yeah, for instance, like Dad would have a Jordussy.
I want to know how that would have come up in conversation. Like, damn, Dad, this dinner's good. You put your whole call dussy into it.
Star Dussy went into that.
And then he'd be like, what the fuck did you just say to me?
Can't even remember how, like, my mom asked, like, she had heard someone referencing it, and she's like, what the fuck does this mean? And I had to explain it.
So, yeah, I think that movie was very good.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about it, but I didn't know what exactly to talk about it. I thought it was, I thought it was great. I thought it was very funny. It was very sad seeing my favorite band members get murdered, especially Taylor. Taylor's death hurt me the worst.
That's the one with the... Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they said it in radio interviews, so it's like, if, you know, we can say it. But, you know, he was just so fucking terrified to go back, and then when he got back, he was terrified the whole time, and then right before he died, he was like, oh, fuck, and then he, you know, got his head cut in half.
I'm still surprised no one went through the wood chipper. Why would they put that in a horror movie if no one's going through the wood chipper?
Taylor went through the wood chipper.
But, like, no one living went through the wood chipper. And that's what I was hoping for.
Oh, my God. Bestie Aaron's hung up on
I'm
that fucking
hung up
wood
on that
chipper.
wood chipper. Why would they tease us like that?
I can't believe I didn't notice that John Carpenter was in the movie. Did you notice?
This is news to me.
One of the dudes at the mixing board, the old dude. Oh,
shit.
That's John Carpenter.
Damn.
I hope someday, somewhere, someone's like, "Who's John Carpenter?" And the first ever description they hear is me saying, "The old guy."
Old guy, yeah.
That's how some kids someday will know John Carpenter as the old guy in the Foo Fighters movie.
Beautiful. Beautifully said.
Let's get into a fucking horror review here. Favorite death, go.
Ooh. Honestly, the chainsaw one.
Fucking Rami and what was the character's name?
Can't even remember.
I only know her name is Whitney Cummings,
Yeah.
so.
I saw that coming. As soon as they went off, I was like, yep, they're dead. Dead.
Stuff is going in holes. Chainsaw is going in heads.
Yeah. That's why you stay a virgin for life, because you'll never die in the horror movie. The people that fuck die first in horror movies. A little life lesson from Aaron.
You're full of shit. You don't know anything about horror movies.
I do. I'm very skilled.
I know everything about horror movies. I've seen at least 3 of them.
Well,
I did cover my eyes during the scary parts, but
exactly. That's why I'm the expert here.
no, I was referencing you, like I was doing an impression of you.
I'm sorry. I did not cover my eyes. I was very intent on watching the movie.
Okay, so for my favorite death, I don't know. I might have to say Taylor, because even though it was the saddest one for me, it was like the most drawn out, and it ended up being the best. Like,
no, like we saw that coming from a mile away.
Least favorite death.
The car ones, because I expected so much more from it.
Yeah. Literally the only deaths I didn't know how they would have, like band member wise, because there were non-band members that died. Mm-hmm. I think we're only focusing on the band right now, basically. But I knew how Rami, Taylor, and Chris were going to die. I did not know how Pat and Nate were going to die, but I knew they were going to die. Yeah. So I was sitting there dreading it the whole time, and then when it finally happened, I was like, fuck. I don't know. I guess my least favorite is a toss-up between Nate and Pat, because they were both great, but they weren't as, for like the last kills, they were very
It was anticlimactic. It felt like they were just trying to get rid of him.
Obviously, I didn't like seeing Pat die.
That one was very sad.
I mean, I love Nate too.
He just seemed like a nice guy.
Pat's cool as fuck. You don't even know.
Seems like a chill little dude.
You know what? He was in one of the heaviest punk bands of the fucking 70s.
Are you serious? It's amazing.
Yeah.
Wait, which one?
The Germs. And then the Germs influenced Nirvana, and then Pat joined Nirvana for like the last 6 months. They were a band, and then Dave formed the Foo Fighters, and Pat joined the Foo Fighters. So he was in 3 big bands.
Damn, that's kind of cool.
Go Pat. Go Bestie Pat.
Bestie Pat. We love him.
Mm-hmm.
What a man.
Overall, I really wish I would have saw it again while it was in theaters. I don't think it's in theaters anymore. I'm excited. I'm gonna get the DVD when it comes out, even though that's basically outdated at this point. But definitely gonna cop it just to have it. We did not have much planned to talk about today.
No. So are you ready to get into this album? I'm really excited. This is one of my favorites. Definitely a no skip. Do you want me to intro this?
Yes.
So this album came out in 1976 by a band known as Klaatu. This is their first album. It's called 3:47 EST, like Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if there's a certain way to say it, but fuck it. It's 1:45 in the morning, and I have no fucks left to give. This is their first album, and when this album came out, it was shortly after the Beatles had broken up. And Klaatu, they released this album not saying anything about the band, where they were from, anything like that. And it is a psychedelic rock album that does have a lot of influence drawn from the Beatles. And so when it first came out, when they released it without giving like any information on the band or the band members themselves, people began to speculate that this was the Beatles coming back to make music, just to like make music without kind of getting like that fame and clout from it. Which is like what the guys wanted. Like they just wanted to be known for their music and not for who they were. But eventually they came out and they're like, we're not the Beatles. So this is very Beatles-esque, but I think it's a great album. It's only 8 tracks, but it's one of my favorites. It feels like outer space. It kind of also feels like, I haven't done shrooms, but I feel like this is what it would feel like.
Yeah. To, talk about the Beatles today, I actually bought 3 vinyls today. All of them were albums that I hadn't listened to fully. One of those 3, I actually had heard a few songs, but I listened to all 3 of them today. One of them was the Beatles' Revolver, and there was one song on there, and I straight up just, because, like, my dad wants live reactions of me listening to Beatles albums, and I think it was the song Love You Too, I think it's called. And I said, this just straight up feels like I'm having a bad trip. It's my least favorite song on the album. I still like it.
There is one, I'm going to warn you on this, that feels like a bad trip, and I can't remember which one it is. I wrote it down. I'll say it when we get there, but I literally wrote down, this feels like a bad trip. The rest of it feels like a good trip, but that one song.
I actually I didn't look into this at all, even though she had suggested this weeks ago.
Long ago.
We've had these like since episode 9. We've had them planned for like a month or
so ahead. A month or so ahead.
Up from like 9 to 13, we had planned.
9 to 15, actually. You had 14.
Well, yeah.
I think 15 is going to change.
14 was up in the air.
14 was up in the air between a couple, but for the most part,
I think we've picked it. But no, like, I didn't look at the band at all. For some reason, I thought this album came out in, like, 2013.
Nope.
So when you said 1976, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an oldie but a goodie. So are you ready to get into this?
Okay, so what's this first song called?
This first song is called Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft.
Okay, here we go. This song do be 7 minutes and 10 seconds, though. Okay, I hear some burbs, some chirps and such. Ooh! Okay, this intro sounds like Strawberry Fields Forever. So I get where the Beatles thing is coming from. The fuck? Hitting them high notes, bestie, whoever's singing. Okay, I like the synth section here. It's very grand. It's like a fucking celebration. Ooh! Everyone just dropped in. I like the drums. That's gonna be stuck in my head. Don't judge me for this, but his singing reminds me of Dan Avidan. Good old Ninja Sex Party. I would say don't judge me for listening to Ninja Sex Party, but I don't give a fuck. Recognize real. I'm really liking how these drums sound. Oh, that's a cool vocal effect. It's stuck in my head. Okay, I like this. I don't know why, but when you said like psychedelic or whatever you had said, I always get a little turned off to that because I'm not like fully into it. So I was a little on edge going in, but I'm vibing with this. Okay, Mr. Blue Sky type piano here. I'm dead ass might be listening to this on my drive to work tomorrow. I like that gritty sound. What was that? Guitar? Okay, Bestie Aaron's confirming here. Damn, these vocals be No, but seriously, I like that part that sounds like Strawberry Fields, because I've been actually listening to that all day. I didn't get that vinyl, by the way, people. I said I got 3 vinyls today, which sucks because I actually went to the record store to find that, and it wasn't there. It just keeps going, but that's not a problem. I don't want it to end. These horn sections, pretty cool. Bestie Aaron and I are texting each other, and I just want to say right now, the way she types is so fucking weird. You ready? Here's what she puts. She puts space HMM. I type one word, MHMM, because that's the right way.
No, it's not. Don't listen to him. This is the only part I'm not cutting out of the listening portion. He's lying. He can't even hear me right now. He's just texting.
I'm really fucking with this. Like, no, seriously, because NSP, I haven't listened to them in a long time. I know they've released a few albums since I, like, regularly listened. But I know they do cover albums, and I want to hear them do a cover of this. I feel like they could effortlessly do a cover of this. Actually, their cover of Everybody Wants to Rule the World introduced me to that song, and I love both those versions equally. Everybody Wants to Rule the World is one of my favorites. Also, by the way, in episode 12, we talked about that being sampled in Amazing, and I was so fucking confused. And then I listened back to it like a few days later, and I could hear it. It totally made sense to me. But anyways, next song. Okay,
Yeah, I was definitely like a good 10 seconds behind you in listening, but that's okay. That's okay. Doesn't matter.
It doesn't even
matter.
I'm always behind. I'm either always really behind or really ahead of you, and you do live reacts. I just
block it out.
No, that was good.
It was so good. This is the part of the album that feels like a good trip.
Yeah, that does.
Mm-hmm. Like it feels like space, and like it's almost like euphoric listening to it, you know?
I looked at track 3. Oh my God. Slow clap from my motherfucking homeboys. That is peak comedy right there.
We'll get to that.
Holy shit. Holy shit. That is so fucking funny.
It's a pretty good song, too.
It's funny in words.
Good word. Funny words.
What's the name of this song? I forgot like the second after
Calling
you said
occupants of interplanetary craft. Really
God
just
damn
easy
right
to
it
remember,
is.
you know? Just kind of sticks in the head. What? You're making a face at me now.
Hey, shout out Liz. She's my number 2 best friend on Snapchat now. That's
who's
crazy.
Number 1?
My bestie Erin.
We have the little emoji and everything now.
My mom is on my best friend list.
That's cute.
And it's not because I don't have a lot of friends. It's just because we end up snapping each other a lot.
It's all pictures of Winston.
It's always pictures of Winston. Or we're calling each other to dish out the fucking tea.
Dish out the tea.
Oh my God, we have tea to dish out.
Hell yeah. It's different, you know?
Yeah. You know what else hits different? I'm guessing. Track 2.
Track 2? It do. Are you ready for it?
Do you have everything you wanted to say?
Oh, I did not say it.
Because I say everything I need to say in the live react.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of skip through this. It's got that nature-y start, like you said. It's got the birds. They be chirping. It kind of makes me think of hiking and walking the woods. And it starts out with that really soft voice with that nature ambiance in the back. And then them horns be coming in, that like synthy stuff. And it's just like building it. It's got a very regal feel at the beginning. That's a word I wrote down. Got a lot of good beat drops in there. Like when the beat comes in and all the instruments come in, it's good. Like it's good. And there's a lot of points when it kind of like slows down and then comes back. And it's just really great. I think Bestie Hayden kind of said a lot as he was listening to it. But the melody of this song is beautiful. If you guys have not heard this, listen to it. The outro is kind of long, but it doesn't really feel long. It doesn't feel like a 7-minute song, to be honest.
Guessing you took notes.
Yeah.
Bestie Erin has like kind of inspired me to do this. So I've been trying. I have like 40 vinyls that I bought that I still haven't listened to yet. And of those 40, I think somewhere between 20 and 30 of them are albums I've straight up never heard. Like, hey, I want to get this. I want to listen to this album at some point. Let's just get the vinyl. So today I started, when I listen to an album, a new album, I'm going to do this regardless, whether it's vinyl, streaming, any of that. I'm not going to take notes, but I'm going to write down my favorite songs. Because I've noticed the way I really get into albums is I'll listen to the album, I'll start listening to the songs I really liked a lot, and then eventually I'll just be like, I need more, and then I'll listen to the whole album. So the 3 albums I listened to today, Illmatic, Revolver, and Listening Without Prejudice. For Illmatic, I wrote World Is Yours, Represent, and Memory Lane. Revolver, I had quite a few, but I mainly wrote Here, There, Everywhere, Taxman, Good Morning Sunshine, She Said. And then the George Michael one, Listen Without Prejudice, I had a lot. I wrote Praying for Time, Freedom 90, Cowboys and Angels, Mother Pride, and The Waiting Reprise, just banging the whole time. No! Oh, he got booped.
He did. He's asleep.
Yeah, he's a good boy. So yeah, I've just started writing down those songs. That was just a random side note.
It was a good side note.
Now do we want to go to track 2?
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm excited.
California Jam is track 2.
I'm going to start writing down these songs, by the way. I'm going to write down track 1.
Good.
I liked it.
Track 1 is good.
Well, if I don't like it, like, I'm not saying if I don't write it down, I don't like it. Like,
These are
I
just, like,
like
the favorites.
every song I heard, just my favorites. And I really liked this first one.
It's a strong start to the album, I gotta say. All right, are you ready to? I'm gonna mute myself. Just count me down when you're ready.
Ooh, just gets going with that nice warm guitar. Ooh, slide. I feel like I'm in SpongeBob. It's a SpongeBob song. Ooh, boom, boom. Little bass singing there. This sounds more Beach Boys to me. If I make a statement like that, I always look to Bestie Aaron to see her reaction. Yeah, this got a little bit more of a Beach Boys feel to me. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, there's the Beatles feel with their la la las. Okay, I like the drumming. Drummer did not have to go this hard. I like that singer. Okay, it's a nice duet now. This is scratching my brain. I love this. Okay, now it's marching drums. These drums are just going through every genre here. Can we get disco drumming? Okay, now we're in Glee Club or something. I'm just waiting. Okay, now we're at Stadium Rock. Where is the disco? They're going through every genre here. Was that the end?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ended on the Stadium Rock. I did not get my disco. The fuck is up with that?
R.I.P. Disco.
R.I.P. Disco. That was cool.
That's a good one.
It felt like I was going through the history of California music.
Why did you screenshot that?
Because it was funny.
It's a threat.
Yeah, she said, finna kick your ass.
I am. He's
thought it was
taking
funny.
photos of me.
I'll post it. I'm posting it on Instagram right now. At Tuned Out CSR. So what did you think of this song, Bestie?
Yeah. Hold on. I gotta find it. Okay, I got it. I love the guitars in this song. Like you were saying, it goes through a lot. It changes up. They're hitting all the genres. I love that, like, stadium feel that it has at the end with, like, the cheering and everything and just, like, that guitar solo. It's pretty great. The harmonies in this song are popping off. Like, there are some light harmonies in that first one, but, like, in this song, they really, like, pulled it together and got the harmonies in. Like, a lot of my notes are just me loving the guitar. I think it has, like, a really fun summery feel. Like, this is definitely a summer song to me. Then it goes through a lot of phases, like the first one where it kind of slows down and picks back up and the beat drops and all of it. There's that cool acapella part. And then the drums just go right into it, kind of bringing it back to that beginning kind of vibe. My favorite part of the song, I think, is there's that really gritty voice that just says California, and that kind of brings the guitars back in, and then it goes to that, like, stadium kind of vibe and fades out from there. I wrote this, it feels like a movie. I write that about a lot of the songs, but it just does. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fairly good song. Did not write it on my list, but I still liked it.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Did you post it or did you send me something? Oh, no.
I did. You should read the caption out loud.
Of the Instagram post? Oh, Lord.
Yeah.
I'm so scared.
At Tuned Out CSR, people.
Said Bestie Aaron's got a case of the Mondays. Am I right?
I posted this on a Friday.
It's fucking Friday. Actually, it's Thursday.
Got a case of the Mondays,
it's not
am
Friday
I right?
until we go to sleep, and I have not slept.
Bestie Aaron took it. What did you scream? Oh, yeah, the monkey.
That was fire.
Put a monkey filter on.
Hell yeah. All right, Bestie, I'm going to let you introduce this next song.
This next song is called Anus of Your Anus. That's funny.
It's funny.
Here we go. Okay. I like this guitar. That bass part, ooh. I like that. Funky. Is this song about sex? This is a little too funky. Oh no, he's gonna put it in her butt. Oh no. That's nasty. Okay. The drums just went apeshit there. Just groovy. I'm not even listening to the words. I'm just focused on this instrumental. It's the fucking spaceship sound in the back. Only in my right ear, which makes it weird. This is good. I'm rocking. You know what this needs? This needs some Dave Grohl screaming. So that's what it needs. Ooh, good rhymes. Ooh, that's some Brian May guitar right there. Seriously, it's just like some Queen vibes in the guitar. I like that. Yeah, Uranus. Anus of Uranus. That's funny. It'll never not be funny. These songs feel so short now after opening with a 7-minute song.
So I did not finish that because I was like a good minute behind you because I had like 2 ads because I don't have Spotify Premium. So yeah.
Rip. Bestie, guess what?
What is it, bestie?
He said Uranus.
He did say Uranus. That's
pretty fun.
That was really great.
I liked it when that was my...
I knew it was going to be. I knew we weren't going to get through this episode without you saying that.
Nah. Booty. I think my favorite part of the song was the bass.
Mm-hmm.
That was just too good.
It's so good. So what I said about this song, it's got a killer guitar solo kind of intro.
Oh my god, my life is remember how we had a movie situation where like the movie was very similar to that dream I had?
Yeah.
Same class. We just watched a movie where this dude was fucking laying the pipe on this girl's mom. And then he started dating the girl. Bessie's trying to line up that situation, so I'm living in another simulation.
Continuing with what I said, the bass in this song, kind of vibing.
You want to catch these hands?
I will catch these hands, actually. I'm trying to talk about a song, and you're just ranting about my mother.
I was going to say, I hope my life doesn't completely line up with these movies, because I know coming up is that movie where fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger gets pregnant, and I don't want to be pregnant.
Moving on from that, we had a new singer in this song.
I'm laying the pipe on Aaron's mom.
It has a lot of split sound, so like it'll go from, if you're listening with headphones, it goes from like one to the other. You can't see the motion I'm doing. Only Bestie Hayden can. It's really cool, yeah. I don't know. Most of what I wrote was about the guitar and kind of how it builds. I talk about that a lot in songs. I'm sorry. There's a cool ambience in the background, that like an engine type thing, like a spaceship, that kind of shit. It's a spacey song, definitely. And kind of relating back to that first song, it kind of makes me feel like it's a concept album, but I never looked into that. So, guitar solo, oh my god. I said that bass is so strong. I love it. And that's all I said.
I feel like I should be saying more, but it's like I just did a live reaction. I'm used to Aaron doing the reacting, and then I'm all, hey, look at this. It'd be like that. You know what else it'd be like? Track 4. Track 4.
Oh, this is one of my favorites. Sub Rosa Subway. This is one of the songs that like got me into the band, so this is very exciting for me. One of the first ones I heard from the album.
No, it's not.
So this is track 4. Sub Rosa Subway. Bestie Connison.
Okay. Piano, bass. I'm not even gonna react to him. I'm just gonna say what I hear. Organ, or is that harpsichord? Vocals, drums. I wonder if Bestie Aaron's a little pissed that I'm not even reacting to it. I'm just naming what I hear. More drums, guitar, second guitar, strings. No, for real, I really like it. Clapping. It's all really good so far. I think I might put this one on the list. Oh, yeah, no, hearing that drum part there, that's going on the list. Ooh, everything's just... Ooh, horns. Everything's just going off here. Underground. Okay. The sun on the cover looks like the sun you would see hand-painted in fucking Mexican restaurants. And when you see paintings like that, you know the food is fucking banging. It's a fact. This is a theory we tested. The more, like, hand-painted things you see in a Mexican restaurant, the more bussin' the food is. Not to mention you get to see some great paintings. It's a win-win. It's dinner and a show. I should get back into this song. She just fucking left. Bestie Aaron's gone. Ooh, I really like that. I can't tell if it's like an organ or a harpsichord or like a toy piano, but I really like it. Oh, Bestie Aaron, I just sent you a picture, and I'm sad I did not save it. You should save it. Post it on Instagram. Yes, save it, please. That's so good. Okay, this is such a upbeat, happy song. I like this. Dun, 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 dun. Celebratory. I really like that trumpet. I'm a sucker for trumpet. There's a reason I put a trumpet solo on my song. I'm dead ass refreshing the Instagram page right now, just waiting for Aaron to post it.
I'm not posting it.
At least send it to me. Please.
I don't trust
you. I know you saved it. What are you going to do? Kill me?
I know where that's going when I send it to you.
No, I promise you if you send it to me, I will not share it.
Mm-mm.
I just want it. I promise on the podcast, which is legally binding. Mm-hmm. You could sue me if I post it.
To get some money out of that.
Song. I really like this song.
It's a good one.
I can't stop hitting my headphones on the isolation shield, so I'm sorry, bestie Aaron, when you're editing.
Yeah, I'm about to fucking hate you.
I do it like every episode. I forget to pause it.
No, I do the same thing. There's two in this that like fade into each other, so that's gonna. All right. Any final thoughts?
I don't know what else I gotta say about this song. This is definitely a bitchin' one.
This one goes really hard. This is one of my favorites.
They're like, okay, strings, okay, horns, okay,
the drummer is
piano,
drumming.
okay, more piano.
The piano is phenomenal. That's my first thing. The piano intro is banging.
I don't know who. Okay, the drummer is Terry. He put his whole trussy into it.
His trussy. He did, yeah.
Put his trussy into it. Hell yes.
Has the best drop into the chorus. Like the song. Ooh, I don't even know exactly what the chorus is, but when there is that little change, it's so good.
Okay, yeah, it is really good, honestly.
The bass starts to kind of pop through at the very end there, and I love that. I love good bass. All of their songs have like this really cool like ambiance to it. Like wind or like bird sounds, like that kind of stuff. I think that's really cool. I really like it. The harmonies in this song are peak, especially on like the line "Sub Rosa Subway." It's just beautiful, and the way that the drums like come in when they kind of take a little pause, I think it's great. So yeah, that's "Sub Rosa Subway."
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good one.
One of my favorites, as I've been saying. Okay.
You ready?
Next.
You ready for the next one?
Yes. I've been ready.
Been ready. All right, this next one.
I've been ready.
This next one is called True Life Hero.
Okay. Rockin' guitars. Kind of got some AC/DC vibes, in my opinion. I'm not going to lie. Of course, putting his whole trussy into the drums. I'm not even focusing on the words listening to this album. I'm mainly focusing on the instrumentation for some reason. Bestie Aaron's there for the lyrics. Bam, bam, bam. I like the use of the lower parts of the drum set, toms and shit. I like that. Okay, the rhythms in this are very good. Yeah, no, I'm getting Kiss vibes now. I regret saying AC/DC. Ooh, that guitar part scratches your brain. That effect. I hope my music isn't too loud that it's picking it up on the microphone and we get copyrighted. Okay, no, that's a fake ending. I was about to be like, ayo. I feel like they're just, doing their own like impressions of every band. We had Queen, Kiss, Beach Boys, Beatles.
The Beatles.
The Beatles. I couldn't hear Bestie Aaron because she's muted, but I know she was. She said
it.
The
Beatles. I did. So that was True Life Hero.
I keep putting filters on Bestie Aaron.
It.
You guys can't
so
see
bad.
it, but I think she is fairly displeased with me. You are still muted. I cannot hear you. Oh, shit.
I feel like I look like Oliver Tree in this one.
Aha! Aha!
How'd he get... I hate you. Not responding to this.
How'd he get up there?
Get him out!
How did he get up there? Get him out! Give the microphone to Newt. Let's see if he has any wise words.
What do you have to say, good sir? He licked the microphone. I don't know if you heard that.
Good boy. Good, I did. Good boy.
I'll leave that in. You're a good boy.
Is Newt a dog? The world will never know.
All right, my notes on this song. The guitar and bass intro smacks. I love the vocalizations. I said they were delicious. That shit.
Crunchy.
The guitars and the drums, phenomenal. The whole trussy into this guitar, into the drum.
Again, crunchy.
Every episode. It's got a little fade and then it goes right back in like that fake ending that Bestie said. Just right into it. I think this is the one where it fades into the next song. So if you're ready, track 6.
I already heard the fade. My dumbass didn't pause it.
Dumbass. Track 6 is Dr. Marvello. Let's get into this. I'm muting.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. It's like that scene from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory where they're in the fucking scary ass scene where they're having a bad trip and then it just, you're done. You're done. Are they using that fucking, like, those plastic pipes we'd have in elementary school where you hit different ones? Like, you slam them on the floor or whatever, and they have different notes? Sounds like that. A little sitar in there. Sitar. I'm going to say it 50 different ways, so technically I say it correct at some point. Sitar. Sitar. Yes-tar. Get it? Because C-S-I. This is a little more psychedelic. But this just makes me want to listen to, like, Blues for My Baby and Me and Did He Shoot Her? You know, just pretty much any Elton song that uses one of those instruments. Oh, baby, that trumpet. Got me licking my lips for that trumpet. Oh, the stutter whispers. The okay, nice some claps, some weird, like, sound effects on, I'm guessing, the piano. This is slander, she says. Hey, bestie, ask me if I care. I'm just living my best life. I'm vibing. Guys, it's spring, my favorite season. Well, it's not spring yet, but it's going to be spring. My favorite season. I like the claps. Vibing to this one. Just going through. I really should be paying attention to the words, but I'm just not. Hey, I remember to pause at this.
Okay. This is the one that I thought sounded like a bad trip.
Oh, okay. No, Love You Too was the worst one. I was getting anxious.
Yeah, no, this is a very tense song. The drum that comes in after a little is like teasing you and then it just kind of drops out. It gives me like a Calling Occupants kind of reprise vibe. I don't know. It's just got that trippy space sound that sounds kind of similar. And this guy is very consistent with the great drumming and the bass in this song kind of popping off. I think it's got a cool sound. I think it's really good.
I got the same feeling of relaxation and waviness as that like episode of SpongeBob where there's that one guy who plays like the basically the elevator music, but they love him. I can't remember that episode too much. I knew the rhythm until I went to go do it and I forgot it.
You ready for track 7?
It is Sir Bodsworth Rugglesby the Third. That's a cool name. Okay, this sounds like a kids show intro. Where the fuck is Mickey at? Bring me the mouse. I do not like the vocals. Nope. No. I added this song to my like songs. I'm taking it out. I noticed it had the least amount of streams compared to all the songs on the album, and now I know why. This shit's not good. Bestie's vibing on beat. I think we're lined up for once. I like the instrumentation. I just don't like the singing, and it ruins it. Ooh, the backing there was nice. It's like a cartoon pig is singing this. Well, I'm in. What episode of the Muppets was this from? Like, if this was for a kid's show, I'd like it. But this is for, like, a grown adult album made by adults in a studio that they paid money for. And they're like, oh, today we're gonna sing like a fucking hobo fly from fucking a cartoon. I'm like one of those hobo flies. Yeah, I got the... You get what it... Getting a little lyrical miracle on those rhymes. I'm just sitting in silence. I'm suffering. I'm being overdramatic here. This is a torture method. I'd rather be waterboarded. I'm just saying shit and seeing what Bessie's reaction is. I do like the backing and the instrumentation, but those main vocals just, they ain't it, chief.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that. Probably my least favorite from the album. I like everything else about it, though. Yeah, I agree with that whole, like, it sounds like a kid's show intro. It kind of gave me, like, Max and Ruby vibes, which is, like, digging deep into my memory.
Max and Ruby?
Ruby and Max. Yeah, that shit.
That shit was banging.
Banging. I thought there were some really cool, like, vocal effects in this. I agree with Hayden. Like, I didn't like the lead vocals, but I loved all the other stuff.
I'd probably also like this a little bit more if A, it was shorter, and B, it was the album intro.
Mm-hmm. I actually, something I said about the first song is that it sounded like an album closer, but it's not.
You gotta listen to the album backwards.
True. When you listen to the last one, you'll see why that's the closer. But yeah, this one was just very playful. I liked the Helen come back line. I like how it's sung, to be honest. It gives, it's got that like old timey like women's chorus kind of vibes and some of the backing vocals near the end, and I thought that was kind of cool, like in the harmonies.
I don't even remember how it sounds. All I hear now is the fucking Max and Ruby song.
I think the instrumental builds are phenomenal. And it feels like I did shrooms. This feels like I'm tripping. Like hardcore. Like I did too many shrooms. That's what this one feels like.
So you're admitting right now on the podcast you have taken shrooms
No, I
before.
have not, but I feel like if I took too many, this is what it would feel like.
True.
Are you ready for this last one? This is an 8-minute song. I have a lot to say about this one. This is going to lead me into a little tangent at the end. A little story, if you will. Oh, I'm on 10%. Let's go.
Go ahead.
Let's go. All right. The name of this one is, I'm going to mess it up, Little Neutrino, I think.
Track 8.
Track 8?
Okay, this intro is putting me on edge. I feel like I'm in VR right now with like the sounds I'm hearing. Oh god. The synth bass thing is like, I don't know, it doesn't feel like I'm listening to it in headphones. It literally feels like I have a VR headset on and I'm playing a video game. What was this in Flash Gordon? They pull this from Flash Gordon? Okay, some heavier parts coming in. Okay. Some like flutes and shit. Boom, 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 boom. This makes me want to do a goofy ass dance. Oh, they got a talk box? Hell yes. No, I want to do that dance like fucking Goofy at the beginning of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. If I had a talk box, the first 2 things I would do with that thing besides, unbox it and plug it in would be California Love and Generator from Foo Fighters. This is more Daft Punk talk box than it is the dude who's on California Love. I can't remember his name. It's Roger something. No, not Roger Taylor.
I love that man.
I'm a little turned off to this talkbox effect because I'm just thinking of Around the World by Daft Punk, and I just am thinking about how much I hate that song. My roommate played it, and within 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes, I said, turn this shit off before I break the TV. It just wasn't good. And I was like, is it really the same thing the whole time? And he's like, yep. I'm like, nope, this isn't it, Chief. I'd rather listen to this last song, which was Sir Bodsworth Rugglesby III, than listen to Around the World by Daft Punk. Holy shit. Oh my god. Okay, I like the talk box there. No, but on my little tangent now, how much pussy do you think Daft Punk did not get after releasing that song? Shit must have dried up quick. Their supply was running low. This little dun 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 is fucking goofy, man. I can't tell if I like it or not. It's just kind of fucking goofy. Oh god, Erin pulled out her phone. I wonder if she's about to text me some shit like, you fucker, you better like this song. I do like these strings in the timpanis and shit. They got a whole orchestra on this one. Is there gonna be vocals? Like, okay, no. Whoa, what the hell? We're already 6 minutes in. This is just flying, honestly. I kind of like how it's just kind of all over the place right now. You got like devious little fuckers laughing. You got trumpets. They're traveling in my ears. This is cool. But there's just that steady bum 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 bum. I don't know. You don't really think about it. It's just kind of happening. You're just going with it. It's a parade and you're just in one of the fucking floats. Goofy ass riff. I liked it though. The talk box was a little offsetting at some points, but most of the time I was vibing with it. It's an 8-minute song. I was vibing for 7 minutes. It's still going though. It's not done. It's kind of fading out, so it's the only word I can describe it as goofy. Ooh, I really like these ambient sounds. Makes me feel like I'm playing a video game. And before you guys say, oh, you fucking nerd, only playing video games ever. I play video games like once a month. Let me restate that. I don't play video games. Okay, that was that song.
All right, time to speed through this because I have 4% on my computer because I didn't bring my charger down here.
Okay. Hey, it's like the good old days.
I know. That was our final song.
Can I tell them real quick our little conversation?
Which conversation?
So while we were listening to this, I texted her Max and Ruby, to which she said, Ruby and Max, fuck. And then I texted, I always wanted to deck Max. At age 6, I was choosing violence, annoying little rat fuck, bitch baby, goddamn overalls, no drip. To which she said, bruh. And I said, none. And she said, Lamau. And I said, nada. And she said, no mercy. Little fucker, devious. And I said, ugly ass striped shirt, never wearing any shoes. Bet he got no bitches, at all. Like Daft Punk after releasing Around the World. Which Aaron said, Lamau, brio, just a kid. And I said, who cares? I was drowning in pussy by age 5.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, that was the last song on the album, Little Neutrino. Yeah, moving on from all that stuff. This song is very tense. There's a lot happen. Not a lot happening, but a lot happening. It's almost an instrumental.
It's suspense that never pays off.
Yeah, it's edging you.
No, that's not a bad thing.
It is edging you,
edging
and
you.
You never finish.
Never finish.
It's pretty much an instrumental, though. There are very few lyrics, and they're done through a talk box or some kind of vocal effect, and so you can't really understand what they're saying. And it's just a couple of things repeated throughout it. There's these really cool, like, big dramatic builds with these drums. It's so cool. It's like orchestra type shit, and I love it. There's some guitar stuff. Okay. I've said this about a lot of the songs, that it sounds like movie music. I'm on 3%. I'm rushing through this. This song specifically sounds like it should be in my favorite childhood movie. And I will tell you what that movie is. I was a fucked up kid. Did you ever watch the movie The Dark Crystal?
No.
It was
I know what it is. I know what it is.
Jim Henson movie. Fucking weird.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy. It's got all the puppets. Got the really creepy puppets that tear each other apart. Favorite movie. Aaron, age 6. This song sounds like it should be in that movie. And this came out in 82. This came out years after this album. But it sounds like it should be in that movie. And I stand by that. This song should be in The Dark Crystal.
Okay, favorite on the album.
My favorite, I'm going to go, just because of what my 3-track run is, I'm going to go with the opener, Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft.
I got to say my favorite is probably Sub Rosa Subway, followed by Calling Occupants. Least favorite?
Least favorite, Sir Boggles, that one, the third.
My 3-track run is actually a tie between Calling Occupants of Interplanetary Craft, California Jam, Anus or Uranus, Sub Rosa Subway, or California. Or wait, no, I named 4 tracks there. So either tracks 1 through 3 or tracks 2 through 4.
Understandable.
It's
I was
somewhere in
very
there.
close for doing 1 through 3, but I decided to go with track 1, Calling Occupants, is my favorite, and my 3-track run, Sub Rosa, True Life Hero, Dr. Marvello.
Okay. I won't give a tie. I'll pick one. 2 through 4, California Jam,
Hell yeah.
Anus Uranus, Sub Rosa Subway.
Thank you for tuning in to Tuned Out,
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at tuned.csr.
and we'll see you next week. Bye, Craig.
Yeah, we'll see you next week when we aren't rushing. Bye, everyone. Bye.